21st of January 2019. I drove down from Stuttgart today. This is the town of Trochtelfingen. It's around 75 kilometers. That's what it took me anyway. It said 45 on the navigation, was 75 by the time I got here. About an hour's drive from Stuttgart. And the point of being here is this company is one of the leading companies in the manufacture of motorhome furniture. It makes lots of other applications, for example, for other uses, domestic furniture and what have you, and wood for all sorts of other purposes. I say wood, I mean laminate on the whole. It could also be from other plastic or aluminium as well. So anyway, see, I parked my van in the car park, and I'm now going to have a look at some of the stuff they do. I'm going to buy some for my next van as well, and I want to show you what you can do, because they have interesting things. They have a yard sale. Now they manufacture for various companies, including the Vöhringer group, for Knaus, for Swift group, and many more, so I apologize to those I didn't mention. And many small companies use their facilities as well. For example, there's a company in the UK called Grassroots Leisure, which is somewhere in the West Country, I believe, and they supply many of the smaller manufacturers in the UK. So it's a really important manufacturer of motorhome furniture. So that's why I came here, and so I hope you find this of interest. There's my van waiting outside to pick up some materials from here, but I'm now going to tell you a little bit about what they do here, which may interest the small or the self-building camper maker, manufacturer, builder, and that is they have here what they term a yard sale. And what we've got here is some of the wood which was, some of the material, the wood, the laminate, which was surplus to requirement. And so, for example, if a company ordered something, obviously they make to order, but they may make too much, which is normal. And so if they make too much, then some can be sold. Now, some of this stuff is really lightweight, and I'll take you down here though, because this was sort of the really interesting part, where they've got some of the things that weren't used by certain manufacturers, and you may even recognize the door covers from which vans they actually came from. So you can get these are for door covers, shelving. You've got doors, indeed, for internal use in vans. There you go, this van here. I don't want to say the name, but I saw it last week. And there's a table, for example. Now, in my case, I'm going to use tambours, but they are. I mean, these things here are really. That's really light, but it's not as light as a tambour. Right, I see the gentleman is ready now for me, so I shall go over and get my stuff. One thing I need to point out though with this sort of stuff is that these are surplus to requirement. They were made extra, and once they're finished, they're finished. I think I know which model that comes from. Although I'm more convinced when I see them like this that the tambour is the way to go. Having said that, the costs of putting in tambour doors are greater than those which you'd have with these things, which you can more or less just screw in. They're a bit fiddlier tambour doors. Oh, these unusual shapes. Corner piece. So they hold the yard sale on a Thursday, and there are people who come from as far away as Berlin, they tell me, to actually pick up materials from here. It's not that you build your own Heimer or Deathlefts or something like that. It's you possibly wouldn't find all the materials to look exactly the same, but you can find some materials that will look a bit the same. Gloss finish. Although in the van I'm just about to do now, there won't be any gloss finishes because it's silver or aluminium. Grey on the outside, and it's going to be aluminium-like in the inside.